In what's shaping up to be one of Hollywood's most shocking legal showdowns, Netflix's executive chair has filed a high-stakes lawsuit against Meghan Markle over a staggering $20 million in allegedly misused or unaccounted production funds tied to her Archewell Productions deal. Once celebrated as Netflix's royal catch, Markle now finds herself at the center of a financial and reputational firestorm as internal documents, whistleblowers, and former staff reportedly point to serious mismanagement and breaches of contract. With Netflix investors demanding answers and legal teams mobilizing, this is no longer a tabloid whisper, it's a corporate war. The lawsuit, filed in a California federal court, alleges that Markle's team failed to deliver key content as per the terms of her $100 million Archewell contract signed in 2020. Including a now-abandoned animated series titled Pearl, and that $20 million of production funds have gone unaccounted for in company audits. Sources close to the case claim that Netflix's internal audit division raised red flags last year when several budget reports linked to Archewell projects showed inconsistent expenses, inflated consultant fees, and questionable travel and hospitality costs, all authorized without corresponding deliverables. More damning, insiders from Archewell have begun cooperating with investigators, alleging that Markle exercised tight, often erratic control over production decisions, rejecting pitches, rescheduling filming repeatedly, and insisting on expensive creative revisions that never made it to screen. She was more interested in shaping her own brand than delivering content, said one former producer under NDA who was granted anonymity due to the legal nature of the matter. She ran Archewell like a vanity studio. The Netflix chair, known for his strategic frugality and corporate discipline, is reportedly furious about what's being described as a royal bait and switch, a scenario where Archewell overpromised and underdelivered while draining millions from the streaming giant. His legal filing calls for a full forensic audit of Archewell Media's finances and reimbursement of the $20 million through legal penalties, restitution, and damages to Netflix's brand. Legal experts following the case point out that this could trigger not only a civil fraud case but also IRS investigations if financial irregularities go deeper. Netflix is a public company. If those funds were misappropriated or used improperly, there could be implications beyond a civil suit. This could go federal, says corporate law analyst Jared Klein. And then there's the issue of public trust. When Markle and Prince Harry signed the Netflix deal, it was hailed as a new chapter for the monarchy-adjacent couple, a bold move to control their narrative and bring inspiring, diverse voices to global platforms. But so far, only one project, Harry and Meghan, a 6-part docuseries, has seen the light of day. Though the series generated buzz, critics accused it of being more of a PR cleanse than a serious documentary. With other promised content mysteriously vanishing, subscribers and investors alike are asking, where did the money go? Adding more fuel to the controversy, documents in the lawsuit allegedly show that Archewell subcontracted several high-end consulting and production firms, some of which have close ties to Markle's inner circle. One particular firm billed over $1.2 million for strategic content development, yet failed to deliver any project that reached greenlight status. Netflix's internal counsel has labeled these expenditures as red flag transactions. The public reaction has been predictably explosive. Social media is ablaze with hashtags like NetflixGate and Meghan Money Trail. Even longtime Markle defenders are beginning to ask difficult questions, while critics are treating the news as vindication. British tabloid outlets, ever eager to pounce, have dubbed it the crown scandal Netflix didn't see coming. The case also threatens to fracture the once solid business alliance between Netflix and the Sussexes. With this lawsuit, Meghan Markle's Hollywood trajectory, already marred by reports of creative control struggles and behind-the-scenes tensions, could spiral into irreparable damage. Insiders suggest that Prince Harry, though not named in the lawsuit, is deeply distressed and may be seeking to distance himself from the legal mess. If the allegations hold up in court, it will mark a dramatic fall from grace for Markle, a woman who transitioned from royal life to Hollywood mogul with the world watching. Once seen as a disruptor, she may now be remembered for disrupting more than just the royal status quo, possibly undermining trust in celebrity-driven media deals altogether. As Netflix braces for a protracted legal battle and Archewell scrambles for damage control, one thing is clear: the age of unchecked celebrity influence in corporate media may be coming to an end. And Meghan Markle, for better or worse, is now the face of that reckoning. This lawsuit could also set a precedent for how streaming giants handle high-profile celebrity partnerships going forward. Industry insiders suggest that Netflix and other platforms may now implement stricter accountability clauses, milestone-based funding, and independent auditing for talent-led production companies. Meghan's deal was built on brand, not substance, noted one senior executive at a rival streaming firm. That era may be over. Meanwhile, Archewell's PR team has reportedly gone into overdrive, attempting to spin the narrative as a misunderstanding rooted in creative differences, but the hard numbers and missing deliverables make that defense increasingly difficult to sustain. Internally, sources claim Archewell employees are jumping ship, fearing deeper scrutiny or subpoenas. What makes this saga even more combustible is Markle's long-running tension with media scrutiny. Having frequently positioned herself as a victim of unfair press, this financial scandal threatens to shatter that image entirely. Critics argue this is not about race, gender, or royal politics, it's about accountability. When a $100 million deal is signed and only a fraction of the promised output is delivered, someone must answer. And as the evidence piles up, it seems Netflix is done waiting for polite explanations. The gloves are off, and Meghan Markle's media empire may be standing on very shaky ground.